Your brain is way too polite. Seriously. If you tell it a lie often enough, it just nods and says, okay, sounds true. Let me prove it to you. Have you ever said, I'm bad at remembering names? I'm not a morning person. Or the classic, I can't do math to save my life? Congrats. Your brain just saved that as a fact. And here's the scary part. Your brain doesn't care if it's true or not. It only cares about repetition. Your brain's main job is to keep things simple. Thinking takes energy, so your brain loves shortcuts. One of its favorite shortcuts is, if I hear something again and again, it must be true. That's it. No background check, no Google search, just blind trust. Imagine your brain like a roommate who believes everything you say. You say, I'm terrible at public speaking. Your brain replies, got it. Panic mode activated for every presentation. You say, I always mess things up. Your brain says, cool, I'll make sure you notice every mistake and ignore every win. What a supportive roommate, right? Here's a simple real-life example. Let's say you spill coffee one morning and say, ugh, I'm so clumsy. No big deal, right? But then you say it again next week, and again when you drop your phone, and again when you bump into a chair. Soon, your brain builds an identity. We are a clumsy person. Now guess what happens? You start moving faster than usual. You stop paying attention. You expect accidents. And boom, more coffee spills. Not because you're clumsy, but because your brain is trying to prove you right. Your brain hates being wrong. This works the same way with confidence. If you repeat, people don't take me seriously, your brain will quietly adjust your posture, tone, and eye contact to match that belief. You speak softer. You hesitate more. You avoid eye contact. Then people actually don't take you seriously. And your brain goes, see, I told you. No, you trained it. Here's the wild part. Your brain believes emotions first, facts later. That's why affirmations work and also why insults stick. Someone calls you lazy once, you forget it. You call yourself lazy every day, your brain engraves it in stone. It's like leaving bad reviews about yourself in your own head, and your brain keeps reading them. Think about this sentence for a second. I'm just not lucky. How many times have you heard people say that? When something good happens, their brain says, that was random. When something bad happens, of course, this always happens to me. Same events, different story. Your brain doesn't track reality. It tracks the story you repeat. Now here's a fun experiment. Think of someone who says, I always find parking. Somehow, they do. Not because the universe loves them, but because their brain stays relaxed, observant, and patient instead of stressed and rushed. Same city, same parking spots, different belief. So what do we do with this slightly gullible brain of ours? You don't need to lie to yourself. You just need to change the repetition. Instead of, I'm bad at this, try, I'm learning this. Instead of, I always fail, try, I've failed before and I survived. Instead of, I can't focus, try, my focus improves when I practice. Notice the difference? You're not pretending. You're giving your brain a new direction. Your brain is like GPS. If you keep typing the wrong destination, don't be shocked when you end up somewhere you hate. Change the input. The route changes. And here's the punchline. The most powerful voice your brain listens to is yours. Not your teacher, not your parents, not social media. You. So be careful what you repeat, because your brain is always listening, and it believes you. If this made you stop and think for even a second, stick around. Your mind has a lot more secrets to reveal.